Welcome back. We are here with Chef Bud Anderson, and you have
You didn't
some
forget my
tasty.
name, did you?
I didn't.
Okay,
I didn't.
nice.
I had it in my brain. I was like, it's Chef Bud Anderson.
I was so excited when I got to do the show with you.
Really?
Just for 1 second,
Yeah.
What do you think Andy's doing right now?
Golfing.
No, he's
no,
in Italy.
he's in Italy.
He's probably right on
Yeah,
like one of those
he's
boats
in
with his
Italy
wife.
on the gondolas.
Yes, don't you think?
Like
Singing
that,
to
with
Michelle.
like the striped shirts. That'll
It's
be fun.
ridiculous.
That's fun.
Anyways, but it gives me a benefit to do it too. So we are going to do now. The good part about this is my friend Maya is going to be like on a series of videos for the
Yeah.
4th of July. This one's going to kind of be our start.
Yeah.
And one of the things I love a lot are grilled vegetables.
Okay.
And pairing them sometimes is a tough thing because people do it with chicken or anything. I'm using a sausage today that works out really well. But you come right over here.
Okay.
I'm going to have Maya put this sauce together. So what we're doing is we've got some grilled zucchini, squash, and some red bell pepper. And then we're making a sauce for it. Now,
Okay.
in here I have some peach preserves from Smucker's. Do you know what the thing with me and Smucker's is?
No.
Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Folks at home know. I'm trying to get on the 100-year-old page on Smucker's. Did you know they had that?
No.
On Today's Show? Yeah.
No, really?
Smucker's sponsors the 100-year-old guy.
Okay.
So someday I hope they say, oh, Chef Bud and Amarillo is
Yeah.
101 today.
And they'll.
Remember that. You'll probably
Okay.
be, what, like 40 when that happens? Anyways.
Probably.
So, but I do love Smucker's. Smucker's has one of the best products on the market.
Yeah.
It just gives you good product. Okay, so we've got in there some of the peach preserves,
Okay.
and then I brought that to kind of a boil. She's going to add about a tablespoon. You just poured in about a tablespoon of soy sauce.
that
Okay,
enough?
that's good. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Then we got a little bit of ginger. Okay. And then I've already put some garlic in there. All right.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give you this spoon, and you're going to stir. Okay.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is we're going to glaze, and there's a little bit of water in there because this is kind of thick. So there's a little bit of water. Now remember one thing: you have the peach preserves in there, which are very, very, very. It's very sweet. So you kind of going to cut it with the soy. That's going to add, and the ginger adds a lot to it. Like I said, I put a little bit of water in there, and then we're going to add just because. Maya likes sweet stuff, so I don't want to make it real hot.
I do like sweet stuff.
But we're going to add just a little bit of pepper flake to it, not a lot. Okay, now,
Okay.
what we're going to do is we're going to have her take that. I'm going to let it get up there a little bit hotter.
Okay.
We're going to let her cook that off a little bit, bring it to kind of a boil. Then we're going to glaze all this stuff with it. Now,
Nice.
over to the side there on the cutting board, you can see by Maya there's some chopped up vegetables. So what you're going to do is if you will grill these.
Do I keep stirring this?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
If you'll grill these veggies at like a quarter or a flat like a quarter like that, then you can just chop them up, all right?
Okay.
But you want to get them all chopped up because when you glaze them. But it's easier to grill them on the grill if you put them in long strips.
Okay.
Obviously, that'd fall through your grill, right?
Yeah.
Do you grill a lot?
No.
I knew that was going to be the answer. That's why I asked.
I don't.
So,
I don't
okay.
really grill too much.
Now, this is starting to come to a simmer, a boil. So I'm going to have you take some of that, just glaze it on there, okay? You're doing great so far.
Thanks. Do you
You-
want to know something?
What's that?
I don't really cook that much at home.
I know,
so
but you're doing great.
I fear like this might be the most I've cooked in like the past, month
Oh my
or
gosh,
so.
how good is that? And I got to be a part of it all?
I know.
That's amazing. Go ahead and put some on the sausage too.
On the sausage?
I'll
Okay.
explain to everybody. Now that sausage, when we cooked it, I glazed it in a little bit of Sweet Baby Ray's so it has a sweet to it. Because that is a jalapeno sausage, so it's
Okay.
got a little bit of heat to it.
Okay.
Okay, now if you just keep going. And then what we're gonna do is while we're on oh, look how beautiful that is.
That's good.
You're
That's
doing
good.
fantastic.
Thanks.
Anyways, you guys just thought she could do news. She's fantastic. We're gonna
Great
go,
sous
when
chef.
we come back from break, I'll have this all plated up for you.
Yeah.
This is a great dish for you to do on the 4th of July, mostly because it's different. And that's what you're always looking for on the 4th, is something other than what everybody else does.
And it smells great too.
Oh yeah, it does. The
Smells
peach is really
great.
good. I'll take that for you.
Wow.
The peach,
See? It
the
smells
peach
great.
comes out really, really nice. So
Yeah.
remember, the peach preserves, you always want to use preserves or use jam, no jelly,
Yeah.
because it'll fall apart.
All right, we'll be right back with this all plated up, ready for you on Studio 4. Welcome back to Studio 4. Chef Bud is making this plate, and as always, it not only looks delicious, but it smells delicious. And so I wish that you guys at home could smell what we're smelling, because I think that you would just eat it all right here on the spot.
It's so pretty. That's the thing
Yeah.
I love about it. It's one of those dishes where when you serve it to people, well, first of all, like I said, I'm a big fan of grilled vegetables, especially in the summertime, especially on the 4th of July. I just think it's one of those things that really adds to the dish. But I also think one of the best things too is if you can get if you can get a good color in it. That's why the red bell pepper helps out a lot in a dish like this. Now you could leave these whole and just serve them. This is what happens when you have rubber tipped tongs. You could leave these whole, or just, I like to cut them up and put them on a platter. And then as you pass around, people can take whatever they want. But I do want to show everybody one thing real quick. When you get this done, after you've put it on the thing, just take some of your sauce, some of your glaze, and then you just pour it over the top. It kind of coats it all again. I just think it's so pretty. I think it's one of the prettiest dishes that I put together. And mostly, a lot of it's got to do with the caramelization of the sauce. And like I said, this here, I'm a big fan of preserves.
Okay.
And Smucker's does a really good job. The jelly has the pectin in it.
Okay.
And the pectin makes it fall apart. So if you use preserves, or if you can use something that doesn't have that in there, jelly will fall apart. But
okay, but the peaches don't.
no, well, any of the preserves, strawberry, any of those kind of stuff. So it's a great way to put a dish together that nobody else has, and grilling these up on the grill is a lot of fun. So.
Also, I feel like this was relatively easy to make, too.
It was. I did this so you could do it at home.
Yeah, and so, like,
you thought it was for the people at home, but it's really for you.
You know, like, if you don't cook often, this is perfect. It's easy. It's simple to do. And it smells delicious.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to taste wonderful as well.
And one other thing, too, is I use jalapeno sausage. You could use smoked sausage, whatever sausage you want. But just get something on there where you can glaze it and get some good flavor to it. So it's a fun time.
And so you mentioned, I told you, I was like, I don't really eat vegetables.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
I didn't really start eating vegetables until I was like 21.
Really? Like growing up, you didn't eat them at all?
Not really. Like I ate carrots.
Yeah.
Like carrots,
That's
but like
your
they
thing,
had to be like raw carrots. Like
really? You don't like cooked stuff at all? So you don't eat a lot of grilled vegetables at all?
Not really.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your mom didn't yell at you?
No, she was like, as long as she's eating something, I guess.
So did you eat a lot of protein?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of protein. That was my go-to.
I'm not a big vegetable person either, but I love grilled vegetables. I especially love them in the summertime. So, but it's a good recipe to try.
And I think when it's summertime, you want something that's a little bit lighter, and so this is perfect for you if you are looking for something like that.
And you also want something that's quick.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, come back and see us on Monday. I'm going to do a chicken dish you're going to love.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you so much for joining us today on Studio 4. Tomorrow we're going to have some folks in from the Canyon Independence Day Parade and tell us about their festivities. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Content segments during Studio 4 were paid for by Carpet Tech Amarillo and Lone Star Liquor.